On Peeps, this is your boy Matt. I'm bringing you my review of the Netflix original hit series called Mindhunter, executively produced by Charlize Theron and David Fincher. Fincher is the same guy that directed the survival horror movie Alien 3, which was the third installment to that franchise. That was also his first collaboration with Holt McCallany, who stars in this series as one of the FBI agents. Fincher also executively produced House of Cards, another Netflix hit series that ran, I believe, for about 5 strong seasons. So Fincher also directed The Girl with a Dragon Tattoo, which is based off of a novel series. Did very well, stars Rooney Mara and Daniel Craig. So Fincher has a history with psych thrillers, whether it be thrillers, period, whether it be political or psychological. So taking this on, what he delves into is the era back in the 70s when the FBI were looking to expand their resources to create a specialized serial crime unit to delve into criminal psychology to help track down serial killers, because the methods that they were implementing at that time just wasn't cutting it anymore. So focuses on 2 FBI agents, a fictionalized account of based on real life FBI agents, John Douglas and Robert K. Rezier. These 2 guys wrote a book that's called Mindhunter Inside the FBI's Elite Serial Crime Unit that this show is based on. So the fictionalized John Douglas is Holden Ford, portrayed by Jonathan Groff. Holden is kind of like a hotshot, young, naive, very bright, and idealistic FBI negotiator. And at the start of the series, like the first 10 minutes, you see a botched hostage situation. It just went terribly wrong. So Holden comes back to Quantico, and his unit chief, who was named Shepard, portrayed by Cotter Smith. That actor, you've seen him. He had small roles in a few TV series. And the memorable role for a big screen film was X-Men 2, X-Men United. He was the president. A person of interest, he played a small role of a kind of an anti-hero. Did a very good job with it. Shepard does not care for Holden too much. Holden kind of goes against the grain with the way things work in FBI. He doesn't really know how to talk to people. And that's where FBI veteran Bill Tench comes in, portrayed by Holt McCallany. And Holt is older, seasoned, understands the politics in the FBI, even though he considers it bullshit himself, and has the same kind of drive that Holden has with creating this elite serial crime unit. Both of these actors do a great job playing off of each other. They balance each other out, whereas Tench is very pragmatic and tough and wise, and he's a married man too, but at the same time, kind of like that overly masculine, kind of closed off. Holden he's younger, he's more sensitive, more in touch with kind of like the human side of things. So they're able to build off of each other, build each other up. And the cool thing about these guys, they go out, just like the real life FBI agents, they go out into the field to interview serial killers. And they're joined by Anna Torv, who portrays Dr. Wendy Carr. I love seeing Anna Torv come back to an FBI role. She did a wonderful job as field agent Olivia Dunham in the hit series Fringe. And where she kind of reminded me of kind of like a younger, very strong-willed, a very calculating and dangerous and great FBI field agent. In this series, she's more reserved, bright, extremely intelligent, and idealistic as well. doctor who has a lot of background history in academia with pretty much behavioral psychology and with the clients that she treats. And she is based off of real life psychiatric clinical nurse and specialist Ann Burgess, who was specialized in treating trauma and rape victims, and she helped Rezier and Douglas with their study. So in this series, she does the same thing here. She's able to provide Tench and Ford the leverage and the support that they don't get within the FBI. Within the FBI, they are so resistant to this kind of change because they feel that, and this is shown within Shepard. Shepard doesn't like Ford. Shepard likes Tench because they have history, but he doesn't really care for this unit that they're trying to build up. And Shepard even goes on to say in one particular episode, a great dialogue between him and Tench and Ford. He says, like, it's our job to capture these crazy people, to put them away. We don't need to understand them. We don't need to sit up there and play 20 questions with them. And then Tench very smartly comes back, retorts that, and challenges it by saying, how can we expect to stop crazy if we don't know how crazy thinks? So they are getting very limited support from the FBI, and it hinges on keeping everything under wraps, everything being reported directly to Shepard. It is so fragile. It's like you can't even whisper this. Can't even whisper it. But what I love about this trio, Carr, Ford, and Tench, they're able to support each other, balance each other out, and really drive it forward. And Carr actually gives Ford and Tench the bright idea of publishing this study into a book anyway, which will actually help further fund what they're trying to do. So Tench and Ford go out onto the road to actually interview these criminals. And Cameron Britton, great actor who won an Emmy for his performance of real-life serial killer Edmund Kemper, portrays Kemper with such great detail. Like, I actually watched a YouTube video that shows a shot-for-shot scene of the interviews, of comparing the show and the real-life one, and it's almost done word for word. It's practically done word for word, as well as the other interviews with other serial killers in this series. And Kemper plays a very pivotal role in helping Ford and Tench understand the serial killer's mind, their motives, why they do what they do, and why they become who they become. They're conditioned. They're made into who they are, who they become. This is a great series so far. It's excellent. Built on an actual book, Mindhunter Inside the FBI's Elite Serial Crime Unit, and I want to read the book now. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen next with the rest of this season, and then I will give you the review of the last 5 episodes and then the season 1 as a whole, and then I'm going to jump right into season 2 and get that to you guys as soon as possible. If you haven't watched it, check it out. Check it out. It's awesome. As always, if you like my review, like it, hit that button, share it. If you want to see more, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Instagram. I will put that link in the description. Guys, have a wonderful time during this quarantine. Watch the show. It's amazing. I hope you enjoy it. Peace out.